Clever Trever.
Yeah, Clever Trevor's he's inarticulate, and he's. I originally wrote hoping that Reckless Eric was going to sing it, not because it's about Reckless Eric, but because he'd be able to express what it's about. I feel probably better than me. It's about memories of people of places where I've been, like in places like Chailey, where I used to go for 3 years. There'd be people there that were born with parts of their mind that were affected when they were born, and they couldn't necessarily have normal conversation, or you couldn't necessarily, but you could be mates with them, or you could still, you could hate them because their characters what you related to anyway, or didn't relate to. So it's about somebody who knows that there's a limitation within his abilities to express himself, and yet he knows also that he is expressing himself because what he's saying is consciously, he knows it's not making sense. So he's describing himself, therefore the kind of nonsense is describing him accurately. So it is straightforward.
And you liked it so much you decided not to give it to Reckless?
Yeah, I thought, well, I'll have a go. Because it captured rhythmically I like it, because that's one of the songs that we do that still has got such an enjoyable bounce within it. It looks after you when you're doing it in a way that, the way that it just carries on, and you haven't really got. It's such a nice foundation to walk about on. That doing Clever Trever, I was doing it exactly the same way live, because it's enjoyable fitting all just because I ain't never done nothing worth having, never ever, never. Just doing it on their rhythm makes you feel like you're playing the bongos rather than singing some erudite item. So for that reason, it's really fun to do, and it's got incredible kind of crescendo, and old Trevor's getting right needled up. Then he's letting himself go. Have some of that, but he's still not saying sorry, and he's still not being over proud. He's just he's describing what it is to be him. When you're very tired and you're on the road, that song sometimes can take over, and you go a bit funny after you've done it for a couple of songs. I have to sing a couple of ballads after that because you go a bit loopy.
With a woman?
Yeah, if I was with a woman, I'd make her quite unhappy, especially if she didn't want me to. I must hasten to remark, it ain't about me either, but it's about that aspect that is definitely in me, which is like when you start hating, you're out of control, and when you start hating and you're out of control, and you know you're out of control, you get even more gloomy. And I tried to make a song about that wasn't that was describing those horrible feelings and those. There's a thing called the reaction on the stair, which is when you've had a confrontation with someone, like it could be over anything in the street, and it's the thing, the fight or flight syndrome. You're either going to whack somebody or going to run. That's what they used to do in the old days, cavemen times. But these days, now we're all civilised. We go in this big swallow, walk away. But on the stairs, as you're going upstairs at home, you go, oh, kind of, and you're phrasing these brilliant remarks you should have made to flatten that person. Nowadays, who is it? Tom Wolfe said, nowadays the reaction on the stairs, you get going for a knife or a gun. You don't think of phrases no more. So this is a kind of, if I was with a woman, is about that horrible moment of when you're really screaming with hatred in a relationship, in a close relationship, where it's really wrong to do it, and yet it's there. So I did it, and then the chorus goes, look at them laughing, to make the singer the object of derision and contumely. All round there's this imaginary group of women all pointing and laughing. What are you? Yeah.